Hallelujah. I will be sharing a very short testimony. My wife got pregnant, and so I think 6 months of the pregnancy, she started experiencing a particular condition that was very critical. And this condition was in this form. Anytime probably she wakes up in the morning, probably early in the morning, around from 6 to 8 o'clock. And this thing started specifically from the 6th month. So anytime she wakes up from bed early in the morning, she would just see this kind of blood oozing out from her. And this thing was so severe to the point that sometimes she needs to go to the hospital immediately for them to give her 1 or 2 medications and injections here and there before the blood would even stop coming. And it would not just cut off, but you would see that it would be moderate. So when the issue was going on, I was thinking that it is one of the complications that pregnant women actually do experience. So it would get to a time she wouldn't experience it again. But the thing kept coming. So the medical doctor that was on her condition told her that because of how the condition is, where they are, it is a smaller facility. So he would like to transfer her to another facility that is a little bit bigger, so that at least the medical practitioners there can take a critical look at the condition and find a way to sort the issue for her. So when we came to the bigger facility, she was at the Jumaco, so she was transferred from a Jumaco to Mankesim. So when we came to meet the medical doctor at Mankesim, he told us that because of how the cervix has opened, because when you are pregnant and then the cervix opens, the condition becomes critical that the fetus can no longer stay in the uterus because the cervix has opened. So she will actually miscarry the baby. So the only condition that would give her the ability to rehouse the baby is for the baby to be put in an incubator. So I was reading about the incubator because as I was with my phones, I was reading about the incubator, and I got to realize that the incubation is not a child's play because they charge per hours. When I checked the hour per charge, I said, my God, this one is a serious one. So when I was with her at Mankesim, the doctor told us that this is the only way out. So it is either I am prepared for the baby to be taken through cesarean section so that they will put the baby in an incubator. So I came back to Cake Post because at that time, by the grace of God, I have discovered this ministry. So it is only by the intervention of the Lord that I was even able to meet the ministry at that time. Because if not this ministry, there was no way she could have delivered of that baby. So there was no way. I'm telling you, there was no way. There was no way. There was no way. I was discussing it with Apostle that there is a condition like that the woman I am there with is facing. So we had made plans that the baby would either be put in an incubator or we will find another way out. So the time the doctor gave us that we should come, because the way the condition is, she cannot stay home for a long time. So when the time was due, instead of her to go to the hospital, I made her come to this place straight away. So when she came, although the blood has not stopped, blood was still oozing, and the baby was coming with the bottles. So it was actually a serious one. It was actually a very, very serious one. And when the baby was coming with the bottles, if you check the demeanor of the pregnant woman, you can see that she's really suffering. So when she came to meet Apostle, I think at that time I was at Oye in Abodan. So I dropped her at where Apostle was and I went back. So when I went back, actually, I didn't know what happened there. But when I came, everything was normal. So when I inquired what happened, then I was told that when I left her there, Apostle prayed for her. So merely they prayed, the blood stopped. And then the baby that was coming with the bottles, with a single touch of Apostle, the baby turned. So the abnormal disposition of the baby now became normal. So when it became normal, from that time, because from the time I brought her to Cake Post to see Apostle, the blood has been coming and has been coming and has been coming. That was the main reason why we were resorting to the incubation strategy. But from the time she came, the blood stopped and never came again until the 9th month. Yes, until the 9th month. And then the cervix closed back. So when the cervix closed, medically they confirmed it that the cervix has closed. So there will no more be any more bleeding. So there wasn't any bleeding after then. And then during the delivery of God, I was the one who took her to the hospital. I was at the labor room with her when she was delivering. And the only thing I saw that she used was, I think I bought 1 CDP water. That was all. That was all. So she was just taking the water, just taking the water, just taking the water. And in the delivery room, I was there. The baby came normal. Nothing was wrong with her. So that very day, we were discharged.
Yeah, that was